What's up, guys? We are back. Fitness Profit Multiplier, Anthony and Jimmy. Today, we're going to be discussing 3 ways to grow your gym. That's right. We're going to talk about how to grow it the right way, because there's really only 3 ways to grow your personal training gym, or to grow any business for that matter. So first things first, when we're looking to grow our gym, this is kind of the obvious one that everyone looks at is, I need more clients. And that is one surefire way to grow your gym. Get more clients in the door. Jimmy, I'm just going to ask you a quick question. You don't have to give me exact numbers. How many members did you have about last year at this time? About
175, something like that.
Okay, 175 last year at this time. What do you have to date in your gym?
Right now?
Yeah.
220.
220 members. So Jimmy has added more clients to his gym. So Jimmy's business has grown. That's exactly what you want to happen in your business as well. You want to have that growth and getting more members in there. So that's the easiest kind of way to do it, right? Just get more members in. So Jimmy, you want to talk about the second one?
Sure. So we get more members, right? But another way to grow your gym is to actually, maybe I'm out of order, but to actually get those members to stay, right? To actually get those members to stay. So it doesn't make any difference if you're getting a member and they're staying for a month, they're staying for 3 months, right? That's still profitable, but it doesn't give you a long-lasting business. It doesn't give you an ability to keep those members long-term, which actually builds your revenue. So the way you want to grow your gym is to give that member the best experience possible so that they actually stay. And we've talked about this on other podcasts, but the number one thing that's going to allow you to keep members longer, there's really 2 things. The number one thing is make sure they're using the service. Okay. So utilization is number 1. Number 2 is making sure your trainers are on point and giving them the best service possible. And that's more nuanced than we can get into when we're talking about multiple things in an episode, but it's about training your staff right. It's about getting in their heads and getting them to give the best service possible by giving those little cues, giving that encouragement, the highs and the buys, the ways they're greeting members, being available to answer their questions, being personable, having customer service be the front line of what they're doing. But you make more money by adding more members and keeping those members for longer periods of time. Because I could have added all these members from 175 to 220, but if I lost just as many members as I gained, I would still be at 175 right now, which is not growth. So these things go hand in hand, because you can add the members, but if it's just a revolving door, a churn and burn model, like some gurus out there will support, it doesn't work. You can't just spend more on advertising to get more members if you can't keep anybody.
Yeah, 100%. That's the goal. And that comes to lifetime value of a client as well. So we're always trying to improve that lifetime value. And the way that the easiest way to do it is to get them to stay longer. So it's one of the things you need to track in your business. What is the lifetime value of a customer worth? Prime example, I'm going to show you guys right now. Jimmy, what is LTV of a client for you? If you don't know the exact number on average, you could give it to them.
17 months.
So exactly. So he knew it right off his head, right? And that's the key, is that you have to be able to rattle these numbers off. So now Jimmy knows every time he signs up a client, that client's technically whatever that value ends up being. Do you know what that is offhand?
$8,000.
Okay, so every time Jimmy signs up a client, it's worth $8,000 to him. So if Jimmy signs up 2 clients in a day, 2 new clients, that's 16 grand that Jimmy has made in his gym. You have to look at it like that. And yes, people are going to stay. Some people stay longer, but again, these are just averages just to get your wheels turning. So getting them to stay longer is really, really important. And that's probably one of the biggest levers that you can do. You know, you have to look at a bunch of things, like Jimmy said, look at your onboarding, how their first week, you know, making sure they're using their sessions, things like that. So we got more clients, get more clients in. We have get them to stay longer. And the last one is to increase the value of the transaction size. So basically increasing your pricing, increasing them buying other stuff, which we'll talk about. So you want to make that transaction size bigger every time. So for example, let's just say somebody has 150 members this year and 150 members next year, right? So technically they didn't grow, they didn't gain more members. But if they had those 150 members and they went from charging them 200 to charging them 400, they've doubled their business, right? So that is the third way to do it, is to increase that transaction size. So you have to look at how much your membership costs are. Now, for small group personal training, which is what we recommend be the ideal model, you want to be between, I would say 350 to about 550 a month is the ideal range. So if you're doing small group training with a max of 6 people and you're charging 200, you need to increase your prices. You need to have people paying you more on a monthly basis so you can provide them with more service, and you can also provide yourself with the freedom that goes with that. But there's other ways to do it too. Do you upsell them into a different program? If somebody's coming twice a week, can you get them to come 3 times a week? If somebody's been in your gym for a while, can you get them to buy supplements or apparel? Can you get them to do a fat loss challenge or get customized nutrition or customized coaching, some type of add-on? Those are ways to increase their transaction size. So going back to my example, if a gym went from 150 members last year to 150 members this year, but they increased the amount, they still made a lot of money. So now if you pull all these 3 levers, get more clients, charge them more, get them to stay longer, you are going to really explode your business. And that is really, truly the only way to grow your personal training business. Now, Jimmy, you want to add anything on transaction size?
Well, just that fat loss challenges are killer. It's a killer internal challenge to generate a couple grand in a month, where maybe you have a number you want to hit, you have some payroll, some new payroll you have to manage, or whatever it may be. Great way to just boost a little bit of revenue into your business. Awesome. Additionally, when we look at increasing prices, a lot of people are scared to increase price. A lot of people have issues with it mentally. But if you look at your rent cost for your facility is always going up 3% a year with your lease agreement, typically for most markets, right? Your lease agreement is going up in price. If inflation is increasing, you're getting less return from your savings account at your bank. So increasing your prices sometimes is just keeping you at the same level. So you should be increasing your prices regularly for new members. It's something that Anthony and I were like a little bit, oh, well, I don't know, I don't want to rock the boat, whatever. But literally increasing your prices is as simple as going into the document in which you show new members what your prices are, deleting one number and putting another number in. It's all you got to do, because you have to battle these other things that are eating up your profits. You have to do it on a regular basis. And by regular, we probably mean every year or two, you increase your prices on new members. And it can be by a little bit if you're not comfortable with big jumps. Anthony and I have made jumps of $100 in a membership option or $50 in a membership option in one go. And just, it's the new price. And that's fine. And nobody balks and nobody knows any different. Your veteran members will thank you over time for keeping them at the rates that they started at, but you can also change prices on them. So we have to look at price changes as a big lever to pull that makes a huge difference in your business.
Yeah, that's a good point too. I like the way you said that too, and you could test different things, right? Like we're always kind of testing stuff. So right now we're testing not having a twice a week option on our price sheet. We've kind of been doing that, and it's been working out well. So the average person who buys starts at a 3 times a week membership now, not at twice. So that's one way to increase that transaction size. So again, you guys have to pull these 3 levers all the time in order to truly grow your gym to the level that you want it, so you get the freedom and the profits that you deserve. If you guys want help with any of this stuff, just make sure you click those links below. And of course, Until next time, Anthony and Jimmy, Fitness Profit Multiplier, we are out.